As time goes on, we slowly realize that we will not be here forever. And when we realize this, it should bring a sense of urgency, a sense of focus. The time that you have to capitalize will not last forever. But yet, despite knowing this, we still get distracted. We get caught scrolling on our phones, pushing off our work, or never starting off in the first place. But if we do not catch ourselves, we are going to miss out on big opportunities. Right now is one of the best times to grow as a creator. Your time is too valuable to be wasted on things that do not move you forward. You don't have time to get involved in the latest argument online. You don't have time to look at the latest celebrity drama, and you especially do not have time to focus on every single negative comment. Those are distractions. There's people out there that are against you and that would love for you to get distracted and keep you from fulfilling the potential that you have inside. Do yourself a favor and do not let them win. You don't have time to be focusing on things you don't really care about. You have a greater purpose to fulfill. The next time you feel yourself having that urge to get distracted, ask yourself, is this something I really want to be doing, or is this just a distraction? You might have heard recently about the news about Jonathan Majors. He was a big star, a rising star, on his way to being an A-list actor. He was great in every single movie he was in, and I would watch all of his movies because I knew how talented he was, and I was expecting to get to see him in many more movies. And I'm sure he was also expecting to get to do a lot more work in the industry and to put out so many more great movies. But then out of nowhere, everything came to a screeching halt because he had a court case against him and he got convicted of accidental assault. Now, I was not expecting all this to go down, and I'm sure that he was not expecting all this to go down, but just because of this, his whole career might come to an end. And now all those great things that I was expecting him to do and that he was probably expecting himself to do may not happen. Now, I really hope that he makes a comeback and that we get to see him again in the future, but it just shows you that we think we have all the time in the world, that our opportunity is going to last forever, but we have no idea when our time is going to be up and when our opportunity is going to be up. This is the reason why we need to make the most of every second that we have with the opportunity that we were given. What distractions are you given into every day that you would regret if you lost all opportunity today? How much more could you achieve if you eliminated all those distractions from your day-to-day life? Because every single minute of distraction is a brick that is taken away from the foundation that could potentially be your full potential. Now, here are some ways that you can make the most of every single moment. Create a distraction-free environment. You have the physical and the digital side of it. If you're constantly getting distracted by things in your room or things around you while you're trying to sit down and work, take it away and take it out of your environment so that it doesn't have the opportunity to distract you. And on the digital side, if you're constantly looking at your phone, add an app blocker so that you don't go on your phone or you're not tempted to go on your phone. Next, you have to prioritize. Prioritize the things that are going to get you towards your end goal and towards your mission that you want to achieve. Don't focus on the little minute things that don't actually move you forward, but just satisfy something in the back of your mind. Focus on the things that are actually going to move you farther and faster instead of focusing on the things that don't really matter. What task can you do today that's going to move you closer to where you want to go? And finally, develop a routine and stick to it. If you're constantly getting distracted and you can't focus on one specific thing, developing a routine is going to be one of the most important parts that you can do to help you stop getting distracted. But you have to find what works for you better. If you get more stuff done in the morning, develop a routine around that. If you work better at night, develop a routine around that. If getting the hardest task done first helps you out, do that. If doing it last helps you, do that. Test it out, experiment, and eventually you're going to find what works for you. But cutting out these distractions and getting focused is not going to just affect you. Imagine what other people are going to see, your family and your loved ones and your friends, when they see you day in, day out, focus, laser focus on one specific goal. When you develop that discipline, other people are going to pick up on it. It doesn't just help you, it helps other people be inspired by your actions. If you're lazy, you ignore the things you have to do, and you just sit on your bed and eat Cheetos all day, that's what other people are going to think is okay. But if you're day in, day out, working towards something that matters, people are going to know that it's possible because they see somebody in their life doing that. So despite what people might tell you, your actions matter. What you do matters. So do not convince yourself that what you do does not matter, because we need you.